Democrats are urging the Pentagon to release the video of a follow-up strike on a suspected drug boat back in September. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth would not commit to the release over the weekend, saying the Pentagon is, quote, reviewing the process. Two sources familiar with the contents of the video, though, confirmed to CBS News that survivors were waving overhead before the second strike. Meanwhile, lawmakers remain split over the matter.
I think it's really important that people see what it looks like when the full force of the United States military is turned on two guys who are clinging to a piece of wood and about to go under, just so that they have sort of a visceral feel for what it is that we're doing.
It doesn't really matter what they were trying to do. What matters is that they were not in a shipwreck state, distressed, dog paddling in the water at all. And therefore, that boat, its cargo, and those drug traffickers remained valid targets.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand kicks us off from the White House this morning and joins us now. Natalie, good morning. Tell us more about what the Defense Secretary said about all of this and what else is new.
Yeah, good morning, Errol. Defense Secretary Hegseth took some questions on this topic at a defense forum hosted by the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California over the weekend. And as you heard in the setup, he said he fully supports that September 2nd double strike and said that Admiral Bradley was well within his authority. He also gave some more details about that second strike that killed the two survivors and alluded to some concern about the actions of the individuals on the alleged drug boat. Take a listen to part of the exchange.
I was told, hey, there had to be a reattack because there were a couple folks that could still be in the fight, access to radios, there was a link-up point of another potential boat, drugs were still there, they were actively interacting with them. Had to take that read. I said, Roger, sounds good.
Now, this weekend, he also denied and really pushed back against that Washington Post reporting that he had issued kill orders for everyone on the boat. And that's also consistent with Admiral Bradley, what he told lawmakers over on Capitol Hill last week, that he did not issue orders to kill everyone on the boat. But still, top Democrats are pushing for the release of the additional video footage that select group of Congress members saw. Some Democrats saying that in their view, those survivors did not appear to be in any sort of position to continue the fight. Secretary Hegseth, as you noted, was kind of non-committal, said that the Pentagon is reviewing the process. Keep in mind, President Trump last week indicated that he would be open to releasing additional footage.
And what makes so much of this controversial, Natalie, is there appears to be no due process for the people being killed in these strikes. Now, Lilia Luciano spoke with the relatives of Colombian national Alejandro Carranza. He was killed in one of these strikes. What are we learning from that conversation?
And Lilia also spoke to fishermen in Colombia who say they really fear for their safety given this ongoing operation, the series of strikes on alleged drug boats. And she spoke to the relatives of one man in particular, Alejandro Carranza, who did not return from sea following a strike in mid-September. Here's part of that exchange with his relatives.
You remember the last time he went out fishing?
Sí, salió a pescar, yo voy a pescar, y de ahí no venido más.
He never came back.
No, la prensa que dice que son él.
They said it was him, but there's no proof or even a body. Nobody knows if it's him.
So still really a mystery for them. Now, according to the Associated Press, the family's attorney denies that his boat was carrying any drugs. They've also filed a petition arguing it's a violation of human rights conventions. Errol.
All right, Natalie Brand at the White House. Thank you.